Hello. Oh, what? the- Oh, hello. Oh my God. Remember me? Some of you are like, how could I forget? I've seen you every day for the past 2 weeks. Who's this? Why are you here? Who are you? Hello. Oh my gosh. We're so back. Hello. Good morning. I need to say hi to everyone. Brian, hi. Hold on. Oh my God, wait. You know what this feels like? This feels like the first day of school, like the first day back after summer vacation when you haven't seen anybody for a long time and it's your first day at school and like you see all your friends, but you're just like, hey. Who got first? Please acknowledge. Actually, I think my bot glitched, so nobody. I'm just kidding. But hi everyone. Hold on. Hi Beeb. Congrats on first. Hi Debbie. Hi Asia B. Hi Tim. Hi Peachy. Beeb, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. 27 months wild. Hi Everin. Hi Kidda. Mika, thank you for the resub at tier 2. Hello. Um, Hi, did I say hi Tim already? I don't remember. Hi Tim. Hi Deandria and Sarah and Sparrow and Sarah and Cats. Tim, thank you for the gifts up to Dad Got the Milk. No one has ever called me. Okay, I guess Asia B. Never mind. Um, Oh, I don't have the bot anymore because I stopped using Spotify. This song is called Underground by Five. F number five VE. The I is the number five. Hi Kane. Hi TJ. Thank you for the resub. For 14 months, I appreciate you. Kane with the stream streak. Hi Nick. How are you? Thank you for the tier 3 resub. I what now? Nothing. Hi, Shelves. Hi, Malia. Hi. It's been a long time. Actually, I don't remember how long it has actually been. Um, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Hi. How are things? Thank you, Swaggy. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I haven't gone for I don't know how long. It's been 84 years. You just can't go on vacation again. Don't worry. Even if I want to, my wallet is not allowing me to. So it's been so long. But yeah, in case you missed, you were like, where the heck did Brian go? I've been on my little vacation post partner push, and you know what? I really needed it, and it was really nice. I have so many things to tell you guys about. I have so many pictures to show you. I have a bunch of stuff. I have a whole haul right in front of me that I can show you guys. Um, but before I do that, I feel like I need to we need like a community catch up. I feel like I missed out on so many things. Something about Mr. Mika, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Something about someone Tim got banned somehow while I was gone. I don't know what happened over there. Asia B was like working at her job for like a whole week without going to home. Something, and then something about you guys discovering a sussy. I'm confused. So much has happened. Community catch up. Yeah, K Dog got fired. Like everyone, give me your life updates. Anybody pregnant? And anybody give birth? I don't know. You never know. The last, well, 2 subathons ago, we had 2 people give birth. Um, pregnancy number 8. Cats moved. Hi, kidda. It's Brian Hadid. Oh my god. I have been touching a lot of grass, and I don't feel like I look any different, but it's fine. Hi, Miwa. Yeah, it's instead of Slay of the Day today, it's Tea of the Week. If anyone, Micken accidentally banned Tim in Chowder stream. It was so funny because when Tim's first message, it said, suspicious user monitoring. Hi, Nat. I saw a hippo today and thought of Debbie. Oh. Debbie, Kane called you a hippo. Hold on, let me see. What happened? Tim do be sus. Okay, well that's not new. We've been new. For the very first time working at my coffee shop, a customer made me cry. Oh. I'm assuming not happy tears. I'm sorry. Slay of the week. I kept my mod in my basement. Oh. I wonder who Kane's talking about. I got invited to march in the Pride Parade. Let's go. Exciting. Yeah, who are we fighting? Hold on, my thing just fell. Oh my gosh, I have so many things to catch you guys up on. First of all, congratulations to the 2 of you that noticed that we have a new emote. Ever since we got partner and I gave you guys so many emotes, I feel like no one even noticed anymore. Malia was the first person to notice because she reacted to my DMs with that emote, and I was like, oh wow, you're literally the first person. And then just now, Debbie noticed. In chat, hi K-Dog. We have a new loading emote. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that it's only my head and there's no like shirt portion, and so it looks like I'm naked, just like yeah, Debbie and Sparrow survived like a tornado warning or something. Guys, I just want to say that I got so lucky this trip because the weather mostly was very nice. And then right after I leave, there's tornado and thunderstorm and heat advisory. And I'm like, I just got so lucky. Hi, Micken. He's back. I'm back. Brian is streaking in chat. Wouldn't be the first time. She was being passive aggressive and so I got over. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Dang, that's I can't even imagine. BLU, Brian life update. For me, I now have a car. Nick can drive now. My pool is now open. I start my patient care volunteering on Monday. Let's go. K-Dog Slay of the Day so you can watch it. K-Dog, would you like to explain to everyone what happened? If you want, you don't have to. I feel like you've been explaining in so many different chats, so if you don't feel like it, you don't have to. But it wasn't a warning, it was a real ass tornado. Oh, good thing I left. You almost blew away. Wait, what does rotation mean? You mean like the act? Is that like, did you see it with your very eyes? That's so scary. We had bad storms the 2 nights after you left me. I'm telling you, I took the good weather with me. But yeah, in case you guys missed it, K-Dog got fired from her job for literally no reason other than the fact that they didn't like that she didn't show up early to her job even though she was on time every day. And also, she was never told that she had to be early. And also, they fired her because apparently they didn't like her socks. Something about like, oh, you should not be wearing like colorful socks or whatever. And she literally works at a daycare. So, you know, that happened. Cats has been working out more. Okay, workout arc. I've also been working out more. And I put air quotes because I think today I've walked a total of 236 steps. We won't talk about that. But no, I'm sorry, K Dog. But I am selfishly happy that you get to spend more time with us. But also, you need to make your money so you can come visit. Yeah, they shouldn't be looking at your feet. Yeah. It was basically starting to form, but no nader touchdown. Okay, that's good. That's good. Um, yeah, that's so scary. You walked 4 miles today? Okay, I have a reason why I didn't really move a lot today. And I don't want to say it now because it's kind of spoilers. Guys, I made a whole PowerPoint to show you guys. Don't worry, there's not words in it. It's literally just pictures. um, Something better is coming. So true. Yeah, I went to the zoo today. And you know what? Okay, it's kind of spoilers, but I also went to the zoo that Kane went to today. Hi, Louise. And it's literally a workout. It's a friggin' scam. Whose genius idea was it to build a zoo on a hill? And you have to like go up and down. Like, why can't it be flat? Anyways, actually, the LA Zoo is the same way. It's built on a hill, and it's so like you walk in and you have to go uphill to see anything. It's so tiring. Louise, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you guys. Louise is partner pushing and she's slaying right now. If you guys don't already know, Louise, everyone go give her a follow and go support the PP. Yeah, zoo on a hill. What kid wants to walk on hills? Okay, but to be fair, most kids are probably in like strollers anyways, and so they don't, they don't really care. Every kid wants to run down a hill. So true. So very true. I always support the besties and their peepees. Tim's just so used to all the peepees. Is on the side of a mountain. You know what else is on the side of a mountain? The Six Flags in California. I've only gone one time, never again. Oh my god. First of all, I'm not even like a roller coaster type of person. But I went because all my friends were going. And everywhere was a cliff. I only ended up going on like one roller coaster. Because I don't like it when the roller coasters goes upside down. And then they have some like kiddie coasters, but then it was shut down that day. It was a whole thing. Six Flag Magic Mountain is peak. Is it, Everett? Is it? And also, I forgot it was called Magic Mountain. It is magic. It is magical how anyone would go there because it's on a mountain. Slay of the week. I joined a new Twitch community and everyone is so sussy, so it's perfect for me. Period. I'm glad you're finally embracing your sussy self, Sarah. Me, I can't relate because, as you guys know, I'm a nun. I never do anything sussy. But Sarah... Everyone's making new friends. They have a roller coaster that spins your seat while you're on the coaster. See, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The nun outfit in itself is sus. Girl, I don't know what nun outfit you're wearing. Mine is church appropriate. Thank you so much. A standing... Yeah, no, that's not. I got some writing done. Okay, writing. That reminds me. I have a secret project that I need to work on that I forgot about until literally just now. And I should probably write this down before I forget. Okay. Am I everyone's favorite? Say yes. Ooh. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They have a coaster that lays you flat, so you're looking down the whole time like you're flying. See, I didn't even know that was a thing. Did you announce your news yet? I haven't, but if you have kept up with my socials and or Discord, um, I can show you guys. Next Saturday, so not tomorrow, but the week after. So in 7, 8 days, we are doing our second, technically third, but we're gonna pretend the first one didn't exist. Our second annual summer concert featuring 25 different streamers, including all the people in here and also some secret ones that I definitely intentionally left out and not accidentally forgot. I'm very excited for this. I've already seen a lot of submissions. Everyone is so freaking funny and talented, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's been so long. It hasn't been that long. It's only been a few months since our last one, but it's gonna be so fun. We have some newcomers. We have some what's the opposite of newcomers? We have some returners. You love the poster. Thank you so much. I actually based it off of another poster that I saw. It was like a festival poster. In the past, I've done posters. This is actually the top part is by Spiffy. No one is surprised. I did not tell her to add this. Okay, she added this by herself, and I didn't even know that she did this until she mentioned it. Like I guess I wasn't really paying attention. I just saw it and I was like, oh my god, pretty. Okay, and then she's like, oh yeah, don't mind the maid outfit. I was like, what maid outfit? And then I look, I'm like, oh, oh, but no, I love it so much. In the past, our posters always it was like picture and then another poster with all the names, and I thought, let's condense. And so now we have one beautiful poster. I'm glad you guys like it. I paid good money for it too. No, I'm really proud of it. But yes, that's literally in like a week. So everyone mark your calendars. And also I'm not normally live on Saturdays. So we're like, venturing into new I can't English today. This is a new territory for me. I'll think about it. Oh, you better be there. No, I'm just kidding. I know people are busy and stuff, but if you're free and you wanna hee hee ha ha with us next Saturday, you're gonna sing, you're gonna dance, you're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh. You are hopefully not gonna pee yourself. I'll be there. K-Dog's like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Which means I'll be there, period. No promises. Oh, I can't wait to pee myself. All right, we do not need to know. Anyways, that's one of the news things. Another thing, today we're actually part of the Pride Guild, Twitch Pride Guild raid train. That's gonna be arriving in like 10 minutes, which maybe that's why I'm like a little nervous today, because I feel like, hi, super dope. It's been so long since I've streamed, and I feel like it's the first day of school again. And also, like, I'm gonna be perceived by a lot of strangers, and I'm nervous about that. Josh, happy gay. Oh my god, yes, happy gay. Happy Pride Month. I mean, we said this earlier, but hello. You got this. Thank you. I'll be okay. I think I'm just nervous that either like my little PowerPoint is gonna be too short or it's gonna be too long. I have not rehearsed. Does that mean you'll only be live for an hour? No. 2 hours. So you have me until 9 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Central, and midnight East Coast. I will say, ever since being in the East Coast, oh my god, everybody streams so late. And you know what? I'm so sorry. I have accepted the fact that I am a late night streamer, even though it doesn't look like it right now. But like, what do you mean Elena starts stream at 10 p.m. I'm like falling asleep. And she's just waking up being like, hi, everybody. No, hi, everybody. It's time for bed. So you know what? You guys are real ones for still yapping with me, even when it's so freaking late. That's why I disappear. You know what? I get it. I get it. My little gay payment to thing. You know, I'm so glad you are aware of the stream rules. Thank you for the Asia B bits. I do know the struggle. But Debbie, you see how Kane has self-control? She just disappears midstream. You, however, that's on you, okay? That's on you. Oh my gosh, does anyone else have any news? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. That's because Kane is a real adult. Real. Some of us disappeared too. And you know what? That's good. That means you have self-control. I will say, I've been gone for like 2 weeks, and we've had plans basically every day. I was smart this time around. Well, it wasn't really me. It was more so Kane, but I would like to think that it was a joint decision. I learned my lesson from my last vacation, okay? Last vacation, I was just go. I had no breaks. And then I got sick halfway, and then I was miserable for the last week. And so this time, I paced myself a little bit. My schedule for my vacation. We still had days where we had like so many things that we were gonna do, but after that we had some of our some rest days, and it was really nice. Oh yes, I'm ready. Thank you, Swaggy. Yeah, our chill days were needed. Yes, it was. It really was, and I'm very thankful for it. But yeah, and also, I'm telling you guys right now, a lot of stuff happened during this trip. And some things I'm still experiencing the repercussions of. So, you know, just be prepared. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, if you see me like pause for a little bit and not say anything, it's because I'm in pain, okay? But it's okay. Everything is okay. I promise. Did you turn Nick on during Pride Month? How dare you? Oh my god. Anyways, is that a new shirt? Yes, it is. Oh my god. Thank you for noticing, first of all. Okay, I guess this is kind of spoilers, but I thrifted this with Kane, and I have a new hobby now. Chat was confusing, so I had hi G. No, I'll talk more about it when we get to it. But I am low-key like a little addicted now, and I am never buying new clothes ever again. You guys know how cheap I am. I love cheap stuff. And I don't know what I was doing this whole time. Not that I bought that many clothes, but like, hello? I don't remember how much. This was like $5. Hi, Canoe. Thank you for the lurk. We marinating clothes now? Marinating? So we're going thrifting? Well, yes. Listen, the problem with thrifting here is that there are not a lot of stores that are easily accessible by public transit. And so I haven't really got the opportunity to like go to a bunch of different places. And also I don't know like what the good spots are. And so when you guys are visiting, I know for a fact that you have a car. So just reserve a day, reserve a time, okay? I will meet you guys, or you can pick me up, and we can go thrifting. Now I want to go thrifting. No, literally, imagine paying $20 for a shirt. I could never. Okay, well, you'll see. Spoilers. Everything is spoilers. I may or may not have spent 100 Canadian dollars on a single t-shirt during this trip, but in my defense, it was a one-time purchase. But like, see here, my thought, see, hold on. My thought process was because I spent so little money on so many other things that like the $100 can just be split up amongst all the other clothes, you know? Exactly. I made money from thrifting, which means that I was just spending like free money. Anyways, girl math, exactly. Oh my gosh. Hi, Raiders. Everyone say hi to all of our new friends. Great, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Yeah. Either way. This stream has been hijacked by the gay agenda. It's too late. Anyways. Stream was good. I'm so glad. Thank you for being here. I swear to God. K-Dog? Patience. Patience. We were playing Pokopia and No way! I love Tamagotchi Life. Everyone, please go check out Gray if you don't know. Gray is also... I was snooping around in your channel earlier today, and Gray's also a musician, which is so freaking cool. You guys know we love our music streams here, so please go check out Gray. If you're new here, hello everybody, my name is Brian. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. We do everything from cozy games like Animal Crossing and Tamagotchi Life to community games. I host game shows. We do music streams, and actually next Saturday, I'm hosting like a streamer concert, a summer concert with like 25 other streamers. It's gonna be so fun. I haven't played my clarinet in a hot minute. Oh my god. I am so jealous. I wish I could play instruments. Unfortunately, I am not that talented. I learned piano as a kid because I was forced to. Nobody is surprised. Did not keep it up. But yes, welcome in everybody. Thank you for being here. I have a super cute little raid trailer for you. And then afterwards, I'll tell you guys what we're doing today. I do not play guitar, okay? Don't lie to the people. There are hundreds of streamers who go live every day to entertain us and to play games. But there is this one streamer who you're watching today who does more than that, yet he still slays. Like maybe Animal Crossing or building some Legos or singing in the tub for hours. Discovering nature and seeing some birds and doing such things every hour. Trying to make food, creating fashion looks or doing some trivia big brain. Performing live on stage, or maybe in a car, even in public, insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before Brian ends stream. So stick with us, cause it's Brian, so it's gonna do it all. So stick with us, cause it's Brian, so it's gonna do it all. Mom, Brian's ordering food instead of cooking again. Not needy grapes. Oh my god, so funny. Yes, go de-stream. I appreciate you. I recently came back from a 2-week-long vacation post reaching partner on Twitch, and I called it my world tour. I traveled a lot this year, and actually I literally just came back last night. Also, hi honey and hi Addie. What did grapes do to you? Yeah, exactly. No, so today I thought we could just do a little just chatting stream where I yap about my trip, I show you some pictures, I show you my little haul that I have, and I tell you all the embarrassing things that has happened to me in the past 2 weeks. 2-year vacation. Okay, Debbie's being dramatic. I literally met up with you. Spoiler alert. I won't ruin Grace for chat, but I am with Asia B. We stand with Asia B. What did you get me? I literally sent you a cute little care package, K-Dog. Ungrateful. Would you guys like to see my PowerPoint? I promise it's very aesthetically pleasing. I worked really hard on it. I spent all day today. You guys want to see my beautiful PowerPoint? Ta-da! Wow, beautiful. everyone clap. Also, Sparrow, thank you for the gift sub, by the way. I just saw that. Does that mean you're okay? So here's the thing, right? So I traveled so much this year. Earlier this year, I called it it was my first leg. It was my Asia leg. Okay, I visited Japan and Hong Kong and China, and that's it. And then this time around, I call it my U.S. leg. Did Spiffy do the slide too? Yeah, I paid her $50. Both of you. Okay, well, you know what I mean, okay? The past 2 weeks, I have been in 3 different time zones, and let me tell you, I'm exhausted. You might be thinking, it's literally not that big of a deal. It's only the furthest away was like a 3-hour difference, like East Coast time. But like, oh my God, it messes. Gia, I can't. I am going to leave that up to my mods as to whether they want to allow that message or not. But yes. For all the non-Americans, I thought I would show you where I went this trip. Instead of just telling you, I can show you. Gia made me hee-hee-ha-ha, period. As you can see, this is America. Most of the places in the middle, I feel like, we don't really care about. So sorry if you live in Kansas. But yes, basically, see, I'm up here, right? And so basically, guys, within 2 weeks, I took 5 flights, and I just want to say, normally I'm the person to like show up really early to the airport because I'd rather be early than like miss my flight. But after this trip, I will no longer be showing up to the airport 2 hours in advance. That is bullshit, okay? First of all, literally every single airport that I've been to, doesn't matter if it was a small, middle of nowhere airport or a big city like San Francisco, I have never had to wait more than 5 minutes to go through security and get to my gate. And so from now on, I'm only showing up to the airport like 30 minutes before boarding time because I am not. It's so boring at the airport and everything is so expensive. So if you're hungry, well, good luck. You have to pay $30 for a burger. Like, no. I do an hour max. See, that's what I'm gonna do. And the thing is, you know what? Maybe I will do an hour before board, but that's still such a long time because you're gonna get there, you're gonna go through the security in 5 minutes, and then you have to sit at the gate for 55 minutes until you start to board, and that's when you board. Like, you can board like later, before they close the gate, you know? And I used to stress out about not showing up. I'm not doing that anymore. I have never been. Now, I will say, obviously, there are like special circumstances. Like, when, the US has always been a mess. But like earlier this year, when the TSA agents were getting paid and all that, like, obviously, But for me, I'm not showing up. You get food and play video games. Okay, Sparrow's rich. You you get food at the airport. You pay $10 for a little Snickers bar. I once waited in the airport for 7 hours. Okay, well, do not manifest this energy for me, okay? Okay, but basically, I need to hurry up. I'm only on slide number 2, and we have 138 slides. Okay, so we started up here. I promise this is gonna go really fast. It's just pictures. It's literally like one picture per slide. You pulled a me. I really did. So we started up here. I flew to Chicago first, and then I flew to Michigan. I'm not gonna say where exactly because I don't want to dox Kane and Juve. But I flew to so I was here, and then we drove to Chicago. We had to pass Indiana, which can't believe I, accomplished one of my life goals, visiting Indiana. If you can't tell, that was sarcasm. Fuck Indy. I don't know anything about. It was fine. It looked like the middle of nowhere. It probably is. We did road trip. We went to Chicago, and then we went back to Michigan. We drove back to Michigan before flying to San Francisco, like over here, for my Ariana Grande concert, and then I flew back. So I basically did like a little triangle. I went on a lot of flights. Crossroads of America, Indiana. Gia, why are you defending of all the things in the world to defend? Indiana? Okay. You know what? There's one good thing about Indiana. The gas was cheap. It was like what? $3.50? Period. Oh my god, no way. I didn't know that. Everyone almost got kidnapped in Indiana. Well, maybe that's why the gas was cheap. Take me. All of us. Wow, I did not know my entire chat was fans of Indiana. Don't miss your ex. Okay, noted. Anyways, I started my trip. It was my flight schedule. Listen, like I was trying to be cheap, right? And so I got a red-eye flight, like an overnight flight from my city to Chicago, and we took off at like 11:30 p.m. Well, it was like midnight. I was so exhausted. And then we arrived, because of time zones, I arrived that morning at like 6, 7. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But like 7 in the morning. Except it's only like a 4-hour flight. And so I was so tired. This was me on my first flight. As you can see, I was so over it. Oh, also, I did not... I was gonna vlog my whole trip, but then I was like, I'm on vacation. I don't want to do anything. And so I didn't end up like vlogging that much. I do have some stuff, but you'll see. Patreon, you get like 3 weeks worth of vlogs. What's a red eye? Oh, there you go. They fart on your pillow. Oh! The music? Oh, thank you. Wow, that's weird. Let me turn this down. Okay. Is that better? Test. Okay. You could have flaked us up, please. So this was my first flight. I've never flown United before. So this was very exciting. Also, this whole trip was just like everything was new for me. Normally, I like to visit places that I've already been because I know I'll like it. But literally everywhere I went today was my first time. So that was kind of like nerve-wracking. But fortunately, I fully just relied on my friends to take care of me. I felt very taken care of this trip. I'm not gonna lie. Like usually I'm the oldest of my siblings, right? And so I'm always the one like doing everything and like planning everything and organizing and like talking to everybody, but this trip I kind of just took a step back and I let everyone else do everything, which was really nice. Thank you to Kane and June and Elena. They basically did everything. I just followed them wherever they went. And I low-key kind of felt bad because I felt like I was being kind of boring, especially because it was my first time meeting June. Like I've seen Kane before, but like, I felt like I wasn't like saying anything, but then, they were really nice. They were like, you know what, just be yourself, whatever. Like you're on vacation, chill out. I'm like, okay, good. I'm not doing anything. But anyways, this was my first flight. Guys, United is so freaking cool. Hashtag not sponsored, but like you sit in your seat and you click on the little TVs on in front of your seat, and it shows it's like welcome Brian or whatever. Except it tells you your like your like full name, and I feel like it was like kind of doxy because then I look around and I see everybody's first name. I'm like, ooh, oh, Sarah's over there. Oh, Susan is here, and I was like, oh, okay. Ooh, also, the flight attendants, they had like the name tags. And not only does it have their name, it also had their pronouns. Which I was like, okay, inclusivity. Like, okay, United. And also, it was free Wi-Fi, which I appreciated. The only con, okay, woke. The only con was that I went to the bathroom and, oh my God, I did not feel very Bella Hadid, okay? I could not, like, I was standing facing the toilet and both my shoulders were touching both sides of the wall. Like I was peeing like this. like I don't think I'm that big. I mean, but like it couldn't fit my fat exactly. Anyways, it was smallest bathroom ever, but it's fine. So I went. I had a stopover in Chicago, and then I had to fly from Chicago to Michigan, right? And so also I paid for these flights forever ago, and so in my mind they're free, right? And so hi Elena. I was scrolling through the app, which the app was really nice too. And then there was an option where you could upgrade to board earlier. And I only have my carry-on suitcase and my backpack on this 2-week trip. And I did not feel like checking in my bags because then I want to be able to like make my connections and stuff because it was like kind of tight connections as well. And I always, because I have no status in any airline anywhere, I'm always like one of the last people to board the plane. And then by the time I do, there's like no more overhead space and I have to like check in my suitcase, which is so annoying. And so I was like, ooh, you could pay to board earlier. You can board in zone 2. You can board in group 2. And normally I board in group 5 or 6. And so I was like, ooh, should I do it? It was like $30 per flight. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. Also, I paid for these flights forever ago. I'm just going to pay to skip the line every single time. And you know what? It was really nice, except for this one time, because this was my second flight. I went from Chicago to Michigan. This was the smallest plane I've ever been on. There were only 12 rows of seats. Hi, Taz. And each row only had 4 seats. Can you tell from this picture? This is the window. Like, the window was like down here. If I wanted to look outside my window, I had to go like this. And I don't know if you could tell in this picture, but the overhead bin, it was so small, you could not even fit my suitcase. And so what ended up happening was I had to check in my bag anyways, just for this flight. So annoying. I paid guys, I paid $30 to be in the front, to be one of the first people to board. There were only 11 people on this flight. And I had to check in my suitcase. And you've seen those TikToks of people like showing up to their flight and there's only like 3 other people. Like that has never happened to me before, okay? I usually travel to big cities and, there's always like a ton of people. This was the most scuffed plane ride ever. There were only 11 people. Surprisingly, I was not the only Asian on this flight. I was like, okay, my people. Anyways, because it was such a scuffed flight, there was only one flight attendant, and this flight attendant looks exactly like a streamer that we all know, but I can't tell you who it is because I don't want them to get offended. But this person looked exactly like a streamer that we all know, and you could tell she was like a younger flight attendant. Maybe it was like her first one of her, like maybe she's like new a flight attendant. I don't know, but she did not know what she was doing. And so even though there were only 11 of us, she still had to give like the spiel, right? The safety spiel. And she was literally just reading it off of her phone. And it was like a really old small plane. And so while she was like reading it out, the microphone kept cutting out because it was an older plane. And she would get frustrated whenever she tried to talk and the microphone didn't work. And so she would have to like go back and start the sentence again. And she was, it was so funny. The mic wasn't working half the time. Because she was the only one, there wasn't any TV screens or anything. And so she would be like, now I will show you how to use the seat belt. And then she would grab the seat belt. Like, okay. And then she put it back down. And then she'd go back to her spot. And then she'd grab her phone. Now, in an emergency, do not take anything with you. Now I will point to the safety lights on the floor. Okay, next. It looked like she was like, it was like a training video. It was so, I tried so hard not to laugh because also no one was paying attention. It was so funny. Your seat can be used as a flotation, and then it didn't work, so she got frustrated. Yeah, worked. I heard the sigh on the. Your seat can be. Your seat. Oh, I wrote this down specifically because she said your seat can be used as. Your seat can be used. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was so funny. She looks so annoyed. I can't believe I paid $30 for that. Anyways, finally got to Michigan. I don't actually know where this picture was taken. I don't know if this is Chicago or Michigan, but either way, I was like, ooh, I can see the floor. But okay, this part, literally the day that I arrived, that I barely got any sleep, the ground, was the day that we did our IRL stream with Joof and Kane. As you can see, I'm wearing the exact same outfit because I literally got off the plane, we got breakfast, and then we drove to Joof and we did the whole thing. And so I was like so tired, but in case you missed it, it was so much fun. We called it Jurassic Park. We were visiting Joof's gardens. Look at us, we're so cute. We took so many pictures. We did like pre-plan. We were like, okay, we need to do some fan service and give people what they want with like the whole brosh thing. And so we were like, at some point we have to like hold hands and like see if people be like, oh, or like whatever. It didn't really work because it didn't really work out, but you know, it was still really fun. These were my ideas. Yeah. Look, this is Kane peeking from a tree. She was trying to recreate the poster. Brosh emote went, girl. No, look at us. It's blurry, but look, we're so cute. This is everyone making fun of my water bottle because they said it looks like a flask. And you know what? After this trip, I low-key do agree. Because I could tell when I was drinking my water, everyone was looking at me. And I was like, guys, this is water. Like, I don't... Whatever. We took a cute little selfie over here. I don't remember what happened during this time. We saw some dinosaurs. That was cool. I made you guys take a picture with us. This is you guys right here. And we just took a picture of us. It was water, okay? That was day one. Next day, we streamed again, if you were there. We made little coasters, which I have. The first one was kind of ugly, but look at this one. I'm really proud of this one. It is really cool. The problem is when I place... You see how loud that is? And so I will not be using this on stream. I'll use it for something else in my living room. But it is really cool. I finally got to... I tried to be friends with Kane's cats, but as you can tell, Penny did not really give a fuck about me. But yeah, the next few days it was just like really chill. Kane took me to a bunch of thrift stores. If you were here last stream, you saw the haul already. I bought more stuff, but I'm not gonna go through all my clothing because it's not that exciting. I bought some shorts, I bought some shirts, I bought a jacket, I got some little things here and there. It's whatever. A Stanley boot. What is that? But yeah, Penny never really got around to liking me. I did end up bribing Draco with some snacks and some treats, and he loved me after that. I gave him belly rubs and everything. It was so cute. And also, this shirt was thrifted. Fashion show. Oh, I also got some jeans. I got Levi's jeans, and I looked it up, and normally it costs like $80, $90, and I got it for $10. And I was like, I just made $70. And then we went to Trader Joe's. Oh my God, you guys. I lived in LA for 4 years, never been to a Trader Joe's. Don't know why. Maybe because I didn't live near one and I had so many grocery stores around me that I just didn't bother. So it was literally my first time going to a Trader Joe's. Guys, it's so good. There's so many good things. I need to see the $100 shirt. I'll get to it, Nick. I'll get to it. I was introduced to the orange chicken. Oh my God, you guys. This was so good. I am so sad. Thank you for the follow. I am so sad that there's no Trader Joe's in Canada because I want this orange chicken. Guys, if anyone is visiting me, you want to get me some present, Trader Joe's orange chicken. So good. I ate it. I had it twice. I wish I had it more. Like I said, we went thrifting. I didn't take too many pictures of the thrifting, but I did find this shirt that I didn't end up buying, but I thought it was hilarious. It was like the Universal, like the thing one, thing two, but it said it's drunk too, which I thought was hilarious. Can you bring that across the border? I have no idea. Probably not. I don't know. Anyways, highly recommend. Another thing that I love from Trader Joe's, it's new. These strawberry gummies, oh my God. They had like a little sample that they made us, that you could try. Kane and I both had one. And oh my God, this is so good. Kane, so I bought one the first day. And after we went to Chicago and everything, we came back and I was like, can we go Trader Joe's again? And I ended up buying like 3 more bags. If you're wondering where the 4th bag is, I already ate it, okay? Guys, these candies are so good. Highly recommend. Also, almost got in trouble for bringing this back home, but I'll get to that. Are they sugar-free? Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not sugar-free. But they're delicious. Anyways. Do they have gluten? It doesn't say gluten-free, so probably. Because I feel like they would advertise that. Anyways. Highly recommend. No, I have to pace myself. I told myself that I wasn't gonna open another bag until like my birthday, which is 3 weeks from now, which is not that long. But I need to, because if I finish this, I'm gonna be sad. Wish my Trader Joe's had these. Are you sure they don't have it? Because it's so good. Thank you. You're the first person to wish me happy birthday. It's not for another 3 weeks. Anyways, Kane took me to a little like not conservatory. What is this called? Like a nature center. And they had a bunch of like animals that were rescued, that were non-releasable, and it was so cute. Look at this. I normally don't care for birds, but look at this owl. Owls are so cute. Owls are the exception. Look, he was showing off his wings. And then there was also this guy. I don't know what this is. But look, this owl lost his eye, so he only has one eye. Opossum, that's what they're called. This one lost his eye, and it's so sad. But they were really cute. And then we went to the store, went to Myers, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like Buc-ee's, but not as cult-ish. And that's when I saw all the Lunchables, and I was like, guys, which one should I try? I ended up buying the pepperoni pizza one. Disgusting. And then I realized, oh, it turns out they sell these in Canada too. I don't know why I thought they were like an American exclusive, and I wanted to try it. I don't know why I did that to myself, but it's fine. What is Buc-ee's? It's a cult. Anyways, I got some care packages that aren't actually, I bought them from Yepany store, who actually is this, Yepany designed the Pride Guild Raid Train graphic that you see on the bottom right on my screen. I got so many cute things. I didn't even show some of these because this is from the second package. I got this little card that says we're not alone, really cute. I got the notepad, not pictured. I got this giant poster. Look how cute. I love it. I'm gonna use it to decorate my apartment. And I got this little ducky. You can't really, you can tell in the picture, but look, it's so cute. What else did I get? I got so many things. And I also need to buy more things too, which I'll get to later. But yeah, Yevgeny is so cute. I could have sworn I got, probably. Actually, I don't remember if I bought it or if she gifted me. Oh no, she gifted me an extra ducky sticker. By the way, if you use code itsbrianso on Yepany store, you get 0% off, but she might send you a little goodie as a little thank you because you bought it, because you put itsbrianso. It's a real code, you guys. It's a real code. She said she'll send a little surprise. Anyways, we had a great deal, right? We had a little campfire, which was really fun, except the sky was not dark yet, and it was actually like really hot. Like the sun, oh my god. But like, hey, it was nice. It was nice. And like, this is Kane and Tab, and Kane had these like fancy chairs that, what I call them, like Asian friendly, because if you know, like, we don't like to be in the sun, okay? And so look at this thing, it pops up as like a little shade, and look, I was living my best life. I was hiding under the chair. Is this an American thing? I have no idea. But also, I'm kind of glad that we did this during the day, because if we did it at nighttime, the amount of bugs, oh my god, I would not have enjoyed. And so, instead we had some hot dogs and we made s'mores. This was Tav putting out the fire after it was done, which was very dramatic. It was like giant smoke. I need one of those. It's so nice. Kane, send the link. Want to cook our hot dogs? Yeah. The smoke usually keeps the bugs away. Well, bugs love me, so. Oh, look, this is Penny, or not Penny, this is Draco, giving in to my belly rubs. He loved it. We were besties. And then the next day, we met up with Joof again, and we we had a beach day. But first, we were driving to the beach, and look, Gabe's buys houses. Classic Gabe, am I right? I just be taking pictures of the most random shit. Cash. He's buying in cash. Anyways. They love soju blood, please. I didn't listen. I'm just, mosquitoes are attracted to me, okay? I can't help it. I bet no, exactly. But, okay, you guys know, if you know anything about me, you know that I normally do not care for beaches, okay? I've been to so many, and like they're all the same, like I'm not like a water sports person, and like I don't like it when the sand gets in between my toes, 'cause it's like so annoying and stuff. And so when Kane brought up the idea for a beach day, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Like, yeah, sure. Like I'll sacrifice one time, one time. And then she was like, we're going to like 3 different beaches, and I was like, oh, phrasing. I have no idea what I said. Actually, I don't have O blood. I have B blood. But what was the redeeming thing was Kane was like, so we don't actually have to like stay at the beach. We don't have to like set up everything, like every single beach. You can just see what the vibes are. I was like, okay, great. Guys, this was the first time that I enjoyed a beach day, because first of all, I did not know Michigan was this beautiful. Okay, look at this. It's so nice. Hold on, I need to find a better picture. Cow, thank you for the resub. I appreciate. You can start, girl. You just have to trust Caning Maddox. So true. Thank you for the tier 3 resub. I appreciate you. Yes, this is the guys. We went up to the water. Look at this. If you're not American and you talk about like an American vacation, you think of like LA, New York. This is in Michigan. Like middle of, I guess not middle of nowhere, but like no one ever goes to Michigan. But look how pretty. Oh my God. And we took some cute selfies. This is us. That's not Michigan. It is Michigan. We like to gatekeep. And you know what? Low key, good. Gatekeep. Because all of the beaches that we went, oh wait, there was one that was kind of busy. But like the other beaches that we went to, there was barely anyone there, which was really nice. I think that's the other thing. And also the weather, it wasn't like too sunny. And it was like a little bit of a breeze, which was nice, but like not too windy that the sand gets in your face. It was so nice. It was the perfect beach day. Who are these cuties? Oh, these. June took some pictures of me that I didn't know he did, but this is me getting in the water for the first time. No, you do not get these pics for free, okay? But look, it was the water was so nice. It cooled me down. We took some pictures. Look how cute. Listen, I had to censor, okay? Because I know at least one of you bitches. We took a group photo. Actually, this random man walked up to us, and I don't remember if he started the conversation or if we started the conversation. But basically, he took a picture for us, which, look at this, it's framing everything. He knew what he was doing. And then he proceeded to be like, so there's like, I think I got stung by a bee or something at the bottom of my foot. Can you check for me just to make sure? And we were like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, do you just want to show your feet? Like, what? But, and so I was like, okay. And so he held on to me while he lifted his leg up. And we were like, oh, no, there's nothing underneath. And he's like, okay, good. Which I think it was really funny that he decided to choose me as the person to, because I'm a very clumsy person. Guys, remember this part of the story, okay? I'm a very clumsy person. And so he was like leaning on me, and I had to like lean on June in case I fell over, because I was like, I don't, what if we all just fall? Remember this part of the story for later, okay? Anyways, this is another beach that had a little like boardwalk area. We took some cute pics. I took this really cool picture of June, by the way. Look at this. So good. The sets. And then we went to like a secret beach. Basically, you had to go through, I don't know how long the walk was. You have to go through this really long path to get to this really secluded beach. And when we went there, there was literally like no one else there. Well, it was like 3 other people there. And so we could literally do whatever we want. And we were like, you know what? We should film something for our summer concert that's happening next Saturday on June 20th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Do you guys want a little sneak peek of what we filmed for the concert? Basically, we were just doing brosh things, and Kane was like fangirling. This was us filming, and Kane just hee-hee-ha-haing because I was standing over trying to get an overhead shot, and Kane was just giggling to herself. And then we thought it was so funny that I took a picture from my angle, and look. So anyways, if you want to see what we ended up doing, tune in next Saturday, June 20th, to see what we decided to do. This is... No, it is not, okay? No, it is not. But yeah, we also went to more like garden thing. Look at this cute picture. This is so cute. Except I'm really sad about this this shirt, because while we were filming some stuff, I don't know what I laid on. I sat on like some... Not sat. I was like laying on the floor on the grass. I don't know if I like laid on like pee or something, or like there was a lot of geese. Like I don't know what it was, but there was like a stain. I had 2 stains in the back of my shirt that I just could not get rid of, and we tried everything. Both Kane and I, we had like what is it, OxyClean or whatever it's called. It just would not come up, and so it was so sad because this was one of the things that I was gonna wear to Chicago, and then I didn't end up bringing it because it was stained. And so all of my Chicago pictures, it looks like I'm wearing the same outfit for both days because I did not have another shirt I could wear. I'm so sad. But I ordered another thing to try, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try to like go to one of those places and be like, can you get rid of the stain? And we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. How are we on time? Okay, we're good. So after our little beach trip, our beach day, the next day it was time. I'm like condensing a little bit, but the next day we are going to Chicago. So we went on a little road trip, and I always have to sit in the front whenever we have long car rides because you guys know I get motion sick very easily. And so I'm kind of like I was fully like a passenger princess / like entitled person that always sits in the front because I was like, I can't, my head hurts. You and Kane look related. Kane, congrats, you're Asian. Tell him I'm white, not anymore. But yeah, we went on a little road trip to Chicago. This is us checking into our hotel. And that night we were picking up Elena from the airport. But her flight didn't arrive until like midnight, and so we had like a lot of time to spare. So we were fully just like chilling in the hotel room. Hi, Starry. And then for dinner, I tried Raising Cane's for the first time. Oh my God. Nick, we had 2 hotel rooms. Each person got their own bed, okay? Chill the fuck out. Guys, Kane, thank you so much for your contribution to society, Kane-igmatic, because your food was delicious. I've never had it before. There was one that opened up right before I left, like in college, but then there was always like a super long line. Like it was a drive-through, and they were like, the drive-through, the line would be like 20 streets down. It was impossible. And so I never tried it. And so after 6 years of not trying it, I finally tried it for the first time. There was actually no line in the restaurant. It was so nice. Delicious. At first I was really confused about the bread. I was like, what is this bread? Why is this here? But then it made sense. It was so good. The bread was so good. And finally we picked up Elena from the airport. This is Elena wearing a shirt with Joom's face on it. Apparently she wore it the whole day, like airport, on the plane, and everyone was giving her weird looks. It was really funny. Elena's American? Yeah. But yeah, it was so fun. The next morning, we only stayed at the hotel for like 4 hours because the next morning we had to get up super early. And it was our first, we had 2 full Chicago days, and Elena was in charge of the itinerary, and she planned everything, and it was packed, which is you guys are gonna see. It was so funny because it was like me. Well, honestly, Kane, you were giving young people energy. It was basically Kane, Elena, and Joof, like all day, like going really fast, going here to here, and like yapping, so much energy. And then, oh, honestly, Sparrow also had a lot but then it was me and Debbie in the back, like trying to keep up with everybody. Oh no, we're so old. We were struggling. Oh my God, there was one time where we were like following behind them, right? And so we were going under a bridge, and so oh, okay, cool, whatever. We were walking, and all of a sudden they did a turn, and there were these stairs to go up to the top of the bridge, and all of a sudden they did turn, and then we look up and we're like, oh no. We were so tired. Me and Debbie just bursted out laughing. I was laughing for so long because it was just so unexpected. I did not know we were gonna go up these giant stairs. We both looked at each other. I was like, oh no. And then also, whenever there was like a little gust of wind, I would do this. Because if you know, you know. You gotta air out the pits, you know? And so every time, so it was the whole day, it was just me and Debbie walking around like this. We kept asking if you wanted us to slow. Okay, but I didn't want to be that person, you know? I didn't want to be that person to be like, oh, you're making everyone like behind and like you're making. I don't want to ruin the whole thing. Apparently, Debbie almost threw up, but she held it in, which I didn't know. You did a good job hiding it, but I was so tired. But hey, we did it. It was like 20 something, 23K steps for 2 days in a row. All right, I said on the trip, I was like, we need one of those scooters, those electric, where all you have to do is like push a button and then you can like drive, whatever. But that morning we went to the Bean. This was before we met up with everybody. We took some cute pics. Ta-da! You might be thinking, wow, we went really early, and so there wasn't too many people, which was nice. You might be thinking, wow, this is so pretty. However, if you were to walk closer to the Bean, guys, it was nasty, okay? Look at this. This is everybody flicking the Bean and me going like, I'm good. Do you see all these fingerprints? Disgusting. Look at this. Nasty. And you know what? You can't even tell from this. Look at this one. Look at this. I was like, we're not touching that because look how dirty. This was 8 in the morning. I'm like, do they not clean it? Do they not wipe it down? Hi, Rio. I'm not sure that I've ever touched it. Good. You save yourself. Yeah, it was so gross. I did not partake. From 2006. Oh, please. We had hand sanitizer. I don't care. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Anyways, we went to the Pokemon Fossil Museum, which was an exhibit that opened for like a limited time. It was so hard to get tickets. Thankfully, Beeb got everyone tickets. I don't know how she did it. I tried the day that it opened. I tried for like 12 hours. It was the most frustrating time of my life to try to get these tickets, and I didn't even get it. It was harder than friggin' Ticketmaster. But no, see, this is me. This is Beeb. This is Debbie. Debbie face reveal. This is Kane. This is Crazy Returns, Beeb husband. And this is baby Beeb. This is Crazy Returns twin brother. They do look so alike. Look at them. And this is Elena and June and Sparrow. Don't look at me. Everyone look at Debbie. But it was so cute. I will say, I don't know too much about Pokemon, so I didn't really like know what I was looking at, but it was still cool to see. But I just saw everyone else taking pictures, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fit in. And so I started taking pictures of random things. I don't even know what this is, but I took a picture of this one, and I took a picture of this one. Like, I don't know what. Okay, and then they found this, and they were like, oh my god, this is you, Brian. Stand next to it. I'm like, okay, I don't know who this is, but okay. Took a picture. By the way, there's the funniest there's the funniest video that Beeb edited. It's on both of our Instagrams and stuff. Of Beeb trying to like ask me what the name of the Pokemon were, and I just had no idea what anybody. And so I just was making shit up. It was so funny. That is a grandpa. Oh well, fuck you guys. Eventually I got kind of bored of the like Pokemon, and so I was like looking around, and then I found this rainbow wall. I was like, oh, that's cute. Let's take a picture. And so everyone else was taking a picture of the Pokemon, and I was like, let's take a picture of the wall. And so this me and Sparrow and Debbie. This is a horrible angle, but you know what? It was a hee ha ha fun time. And then, guys. So during this whole time, we were like, oh my God, wouldn't it be so funny if Elena gets recognized because she's so famous, right? Someone walks up to Elena, they go, are you friends with Ali Miller 23? Like, I'm pretty sure I met you like at Worlds last year. And she was like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, Elena got recognized. She's so famous. And so she was talking with the person, and me and Debbie were like telling everybody, oh, guys, Elena got recognized. She's so famous. She's so famous. And then while they were talking, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a hee hee ha ha. I'm going to pretend to not know her, and I'm going to be the second person to recognize her. And so after they had their conversation, I walked up to Elena. I'm like, oh my God, are you I Have Brewster? I'm a big fan. Can we please take a selfie, please? This is the selfie we took. It's so funny. Oh my God. I can't believe she actually got recognized. She's so famous. Literally never beating the famous allegations ever. Beeb made us all these little like what is this called? Look how cute. She asked us for our favorite Pokemon, and she made us all these origami. Look how cute. She gave everyone their favorites. This is mine. And also Baby Beeb. She colored this for everybody. Oh, look how cute. It's so cute. And also Kane crafted, and she made this herself. This little keychain, a little Pokemon keychain. So very like Pokemon vibes. They gave us like a little Pokemon card when we first went in. I have so much Pokemon memorabilia. And then we went to the store, and I was like, I'm not. Listen, like they had shirts and stuff. I was like, I've been thrifting. I've been paying $5 for a shirt. I'm not paying $30 for a shirt. And so I didn't end up buying anything. But then as we were leaving, Beeb and Crazy Returns were like, we got you something. I was like, me? And they got me this little keychain that so many people had. It was so cute. It was like Pikachu at the Fossil Museum in his little fossil outfit. And so thank you. Hashtag gifted. Hashtag sponsored by the Beebs. Thank you so much. I did not expect this at all. At first, I felt you like needed a ticket to get in and everything to the store. At first, I was like, I don't really want to buy anything, and it's kind of awkward because there's no like path for you to leave without buying anything. You just have to go straight to checkout. And so I was like, and so June was like, you can just stick with me. You don't have to buy anything. We'll just pretend we're. And so June bought something. I just like followed him. Cow. Where's the thing? Where did the thing go? Donating to no cow. No. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. You know what? I'll DM the picture for you. But only $10? Girl, I charge more for that. No, thank you for the bits. But yes, it was so cute. And then here's Beeb trying to take a selfie with everyone, and I was like, ooh, I want in on this. And so, except, Beeb, not sorry to say this, but you're shorter than me, and so your hand was, and so I had to like bend my knees to try to like fit in the picture. And I was like, oh my God, this is so tiring. And so I was trying to take the picture. I was like, me, please, me, I want to be in the picture. Help. And then I fell. I was like, guys, I can't. My legs gave out. I was like, I can't do this. But anyways, and we took some cute pictures too. This is an actual dinosaur fossil. Her name is Sue. Apparently she's famous. Don't know her, but okay. No, Sarah, no. Just you wait. After the museum, we went to the aquarium. Look at us. Beeb took this picture on her camera. I didn't really take too many pictures of the aquarium because I was honestly like a little bit tired, and also it was really hot. And so I was like I was trying to do the thing, but there wasn't any wind. But we took some cute pictures. Where's Aunt Sally in the Are you talking about my TikTok? That was the Pokemon part. After the aquarium, hi Toad. This is where I almost died. Okay. Before I tell you this story, I need you guys to know. Normally, I am a very careful person, okay? I have never broken a bone ever in my entire life. I've never even gotten bruised. I don't do anything that give me the possibility of breaking a bone or being bruised. I am very sensitive to blood. If I see like a little thing, I'm like, I can't look at it. I get lightheaded. I am a very careful person. Okay? Can you see the sky? Like it was like very cloudy, it was like raining a little bit, and so the floor was wet. And so we were on our way to Chinatown because that was our next destination. And we decided to take the train. And so for this part of the train, we have to like go underground. Hi, Kath. We have to go underground to take the train. And because it was raining a little bit, the floor was wet. And I was wearing new shoes. And we were going to the train station. We were hee hee ha ha yapping. We were about to go down these stairs. All of a sudden, I slip and I fall and I roll down the stairs. Now, you can ask the people that were there, like their perspective, their point of view. Oh, hey. Hi, D. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? You guys got to the juice. You guys came in at the perfect time. I'm about to tell everyone how how I almost died. How was Tomodachi life? I appreciate you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jesse, and Dizzy, and Kiara, and Zach, and Dee, and Kath. Hello, 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 and Martine. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brian. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a variety streamer. We do everything from cozy games to community games. I host game shows. We do music streams. Actually, Dee is part of our summer concert next Saturday. Ta-da! Look, her name's right there. And I already saw what she's doing, and you guys do not want to miss it. Next Saturday night. But welcome in, everyone. Today, we're part of the Twitch Pride Guild raid trade, which is very exciting. So thank you for being here and for supporting the stream. I recently came back from a 2-week-long trip to visit my friends in the Midwest, and I am telling all the stories, all the things that happened. Hi, Connor, welcome in. And you guys came in at a perfect time because I'm about to tell everyone how I almost died. This was in Chicago. But thank you for the raid, D. I appreciate you. You know what to do. Go raid and run. Go get foods. Do all the things. We'll be here for another hour before raiding out to the next person. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone go follow D if you haven't already. I mean, we all love D. Anyways, Chicago. As you can see, it was a little bit raining, and so the floor was wet, and we were taking the train to go to Chinatown, and so we were walking down the steps, the slippery steps of the train station, and I... Ow! Thank you, Crazy Returns. Thank you for the 29-month resub. I appreciate you. But yes, the Beebs missed this part because they drove, and so we were gonna meet up at Chinatown, and so they didn't even know what happened. Hi, Jack. But yes, we were going down the stairs of the subway to take the train, and because the floor was wet and I had new shoes on, I slipped, and I rolled down the stairs. And guys, I never get hurt. And also, this is all a blur. I don't really remember too much, but I remember falling for a long time, okay? It wasn't just like a slip and fall and get back up. I was falling for a long time. And me like trying to think on the fly, I was like, okay, I don't want to hit my head. And so I'm going to try to like soften the blow. And so I was trying to like move my body in a way where I could like land on the side. I don't know what I was thinking. It all happened so fast. I rolled down the stairs. There were so many people around me that everyone was just like, oh, I don't know what everyone else was doing. I was too busy falling. I finally stopped falling. I'm like, oh my God, everything hurts. I get up. My hip hurts so bad. And I was bleeding, like on my, what is this called? Head, shoulders, knees, and what is the elbow? My elbow started bleeding, and I was like, oh my God. Did the friends laugh? No, I don't know. Everything was a blur. I don't know. No one tried to save me. Whatever. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. What is this called again? Elbow. Guys, my elbow started bleeding, and you guys know me. If I see blood, I'm like, oh no, I'm lightheaded. I can't. And so and I don't know. I guess June really pays attention to my stream, but he was like, Brian, just don't look. Just don't look. Everything's fine. Don't look. I'm like, oh, how bad is it? He's like, don't worry about it. And he was everyone was so nice to me. He was like dabbing the blood, and I was just like, don't look. And then Debbie had this a humongous Band-Aid, which I don't like. I travel with Band-Aids, but I just have normal sized Band-Aids. But Debbie Debbie had this giant Band-Aid, and everyone was so nice to me. I laughed when y'all told me it's because you didn't understand the severity of the situation. It was actually a rolling down the stairs. I get lots of boo-boos. Yeah, but I didn't think you would have like a giant. Anyways, I heard everything was like hurting so bad. But I was like, oh, I don't want to be that person to like fall behind, And so I really like tried to muster up the courage, and I was just like, everything's fine. Let's, keep going. But I was like hurting so bad. And then we had more stairs to go down, and it was like narrow stairs. And June stood in front of me, he walked in front of me, and he put his hands on either side and he was like, okay, don't fall. We're gonna go down together one at a time. I was like, okay. And then, since then, every time we had steps, even if it was like a sidewalk crossing the street and there was like a little step, June would turn around and be like, Brian, watch your step. I'm like, okay, I get it. It was one time. Oh my God, but it was hurting so bad. Spoiler alert, the next day, the biggest bruise of my entire life on my right hip. At first, it was like the size of my phone, iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is pretty big. And then it grew to the size of my palm, like my entire hand. And currently, it is the size. I can't even describe what my bruise is like right now. It's very colorful. It looks like I got bitten by a zombie. Okay, there's purple, there's black, there's yellow, there's red. It is. I feel like, listen, my legs are literally the only skinny part of my body, and so this bruise is covering like half my leg. No, I'm being dramatic. Half of my thigh, I should say, and it was so bad. It didn't hurt too bad. It was just mostly like really, really sore, and I couldn't put any pressure or touch it, and so I couldn't like sleep on the side because it would hurt so bad. And at first, I thought it was just, this and this, everything fine, right? But no, the next day, random thing, it still kind of hurts. Like my rib, I don't know what this is. Like right here started hurting, like right above my stomach, but right under my chest, it started hurting really, really bad. And like every step I took hurt so bad. Like every little tiny movement that I made, I couldn't get up out of my bed without being like, ow, 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 ow. It was so bad. And I look, there's no, like, I don't see anything. There's no bruise right here. And so I'm like, oh no, like, is it the inside? Like, what is the inside, bro? I'm like skipping ahead a little bit, but our last day in Chicago, the day where we were driving back, we were going to meet up breakfast. We were getting breakfast with Corson. It was me, Elena, June, Kane. We went to meet up for breakfast, and we were walking. It was like a 20-minute walk to the breakfast place, and everyone was walking so fast. And I don't know. I was like, I'm not gonna be the person to ruin this trip. And so I was trying to keep up with everybody, but everyone, I don't know if they even knew, but like everyone was walking kind of fast, and I was just like trailing behind, like, oh, every single step I was hurting. Hi, Isa. You may have, no, it's fine, okay? It hurts less now. Thank you for the tier 2. You're not late at all. But yeah, everything's hurting. To this day, I still have my giant bruise. This is hurting a little less. And I changed my Band-Aid so many times, and it's still bleeding. Like, every time I change it, it's still bleeding. So, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. But that was fun. Drove past Studio Siwa to the end, thought of you. Thank you so much. It's all I ever wanted in life. Yeah, I probably just need it, but I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. See, I looked it up. Apparently, it's a myth that it gets air dry, like it works faster. Apparently, that's a myth, but also I don't know. Anyways, hi Nisha. This was when I almost died. Everything hurts, but it's okay. We got to Chinatown. That's literally what I have on right now, Gia. I bought this in San Francisco, actually. We went to Chinatown. We walked around. That's Elena. That's Sparrow. That's Debbie. That's me. I don't know who that is. But Chinatown was cool. Went to a bunch of stores. There was like a little kid that was like running around the top and looking down and being like, "Hey, dork!" Like as if the word dork was like a slur. And him and his friend was like giggling and running around and like, "Hey, dorks!" And then they would run away. And so for the rest of the trip, I would just randomly be like, "Hey, dork!" And so now you guys know, if you ever come into chat and, you know, the first thing you say, like, "Hey, dork," now you know the lore. Hey, dorks. But we took some cute pictures. You can't tell from this picture, but I was dying from the pain. Maybe you could tell. I don't know. We were so cute. Oh, Debbie's face. There you go. We want to get everybody in here. Takes a while to heal. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. It's don't look at that. Everyone look at Debbie. We went to get Korean barbecue for dinner. I was also still in pain, but it's fine. And then this was the only day that we got to meet up with the Beebs, and so we were really sad. And you know, it was time to go. And so Beeb was like, "Everyone do a sad face because we're so sad that we're leaving." Some people didn't get the memo. These two. Too busy cuddling, I see, but no frowning, just the smiling. I kept yelling, "Be sad." It was so funny. And then we said goodbye to baby Beeb. This is her giving me a hug. I got baby Beeb the same plushie that I got from Tokyo Disney, and apparently she snuggles with it every night before bed. I have a picture. Look, that's her with the plushie. So cute. She you know, we've met before, but like she was really shy. But then, you know, by day 2, she stopped being shy, but we only saw them for one day, and so it was a shame. We didn't get to hang out more, but it was so cute. Here's us going home. going back to our hotels. Look, I survived. I survived the stairs this time. The next day, so that was all day one Chicago, by the way. We did so much. Yeah, there were a lot of us. There were a lot of us. But day two of Chicago, we started our day at this restaurant called Egg Tuck, which they have like breakfast sandwiches. Guys, this was the most amazing breakfast sandwich I ever had in my entire life. Highly recommend. It's so good. What's in it? Don't remember. Bacon, cheese, egg, probably. And they had like a special sauce. It was so good. And it was like the egg was like slightly runny. It was perfect. Highly recommend. This was Joom's recommendation. We went to a little, what is it called? Like a conservatory. Maybe, Gia? I never tried Egg Slut, but I'm assuming it has like a similar concept. This is where Elena and I got bitten by mosquitoes. So much. But like I had a lot of bug spray on when I was in Michigan because like, okay, middle of nowhere, like, you know, there's gonna be a lot of nature-y things. Chicago, it's a city. Surely we're not gonna get eaten by bugs. You didn't get bit at all? Oh, maybe you're God's favorite. We took a selfie. Well, Elena took a selfie. This is the cutest picture, in my opinion, of my entire trip. Look at us. We're all so cute. This is literally my favorite picture from my entire trip. I love it so much. Elena forced me to take some pictures. I posted some of them on Instagram. This was in Lincoln Park, which, like, I've never been to Chicago, so I don't know anything. So I just, it was like the equivalent of like Central Park in New York, I'm assuming. They also had a zoo. We walked around the zoo. It was really hot, but it was really cool. We saw some animals. And then we realized the three of the people are mods. And so we made the mods take a picture. This is the mod squad. This is Gain. She mods for me. This is Debbie. She mods for Erin. This is Joom. She mods for Elena. The lead mods. Yes, sorry, my bad. Lead mods. We took a picture. Lincoln Park. Yeah, I know. Everyone was like, Lincoln Park, ha, 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 but I don't know who they are. Went to get ramen for lunch. It was delicious. However, this is when Debbie was trying to scheme. Hi, Joom. Wait, Joom, go to bed. I can't talk shit if you're here. I'm just kidding. Brian and I fought here. It is true. Guys, everyone say hi, Joom. Is that my IRL Canigmatic? Oh my god, are we IRLs now? Debbie decided to use this opportunity to self-promo. Okay, well, I guess she was like promoting everyone else. And so the restaurant had like paper menus. And on the back side of it, Debbie decided to write a bunch of shit and put it on the side of the table so that when people walked by, everyone could read it. Look what she wrote. Twitch.tv/itsbrianso. Twitch partner. Tune in June 20th at 6 p.m. for the summer concert. I have Bruiser, Caningmatic, TikTok for Josh, or Joom. And then Debbie is like, oh yeah, everyone send me money on PayPal and Ko-fi. Guys, I'm literally gonna frame this on my wall. Send Debbie money. I'm literally gonna frame this on my wall. I'm not even joking. Hi, Chowder. Literally so embarrassing. Oh, by the way, some more things from the haul. Sparrow made this herself. Such cool art. It says not alone. My camera's flipped. But it's so cute. And Debbie also got me cute little stickers, space theme sticker. Okay, so you know how I fell and almost died? Well, the next day, that was day one of Chicago. The next day, Debbie was like, I have a gift for you. I was like, what is it? And she handed me this. It's a freaking pin What is this name of this Animal Crossing villager? It's the one that's like wrapped in bandages. And it says, unlucky, brand adhesive band. I'm like, okay, this is... She was like, that's you. I'm like, oh, okay. She was like, I thought of you. And so I had to give this to you. I'm like, what? At first she was like, oh, I got you something. I'm like, ooh, what is it? Let me guess. Okay, maybe it's like Broadway related, or maybe it's like toilet related because poop, ha, he, ha. Like, what else? What else could it be? It was freaking bandages. What a scam. I'll save it forever. Did I miss anything from the haul? I think I'm pretty caught up so far. Let me see. Oh, by the way, I got my new charms. These are huge. Look at this. This is our new level 5 hype train charms. It's the scream emote. Mika won one already. The one is gonna go to her, but these are so big. Devin's starting a conspiracy that Debbie tripped down the stairs. I was telling everyone how you were so protective of me the whole trip, Juve. And looking out for me every time there was a singular step. So funny. I almost died, guys. Anyways, after ramen, we went to the Chicago History Museum, which was my request because... You have a... Wow, you're so considerate. Thanks. I love going to these places because I like, if it's my first time somewhere, I want to like learn about the place that I'm in, you know? And so what I forgot was that how like depressing it was going to be. I feel like that's the case for most places. Like the history of the place. And... Guys, I have so many thoughts. So one of the exhibits was a whole thing about Emmett Till, which I have heard this name before, but I didn't know too much about it. But I read like every single thing and I was like, I was so invested. And then I was so upset because if you guys don't know the story, please read into it. TLDR, racism ruins everything. So true. But like I was so like mad that I was like, you know what, we need something more lighthearted. And so we ended up going to like the music section, and we found this outfit, and I was like, oh my god, it's giving like My Name is Regina George. Anyways, that was like my little distraction. But before that, yeah, it was really cool to see. It's a lot, like all the heavy stuff, because it was also like my first time learning about it. And I didn't talk about this during the Michigan portion of this thing, but okay, I'm gonna try my best to articulate this as best as I can. So June, I don't know if you know this, but you're like my token white guy friend, because I don't have a lot of those, at least not ones that I hang out with. And also it was like the first time where we actually got to hang out for more than an hour, because you know you always have to go to bed, and so it was like really nice. But it was like my first time hanging out with like guys, when I tell you the treatment was so different. Like I noticed this very much in Michigan. I didn't notice it as much in Chicago, but like in Michigan, I was always one of the only POCs there, you know, everywhere I went. But like I really felt like I don't know how to describe this. Like how people treated Junv was so different to how people treated me. And like I didn't really want to bring it up because I didn't want to be like a party pooper and be like, you know, but like it was so eye-opening. I think I'm so used to being in my little bubble, like my little Asian town, you know, like I just don't even think about it anymore. But like going to the middle of nowhere and having everyone like stare at you because you're Asian, and so it was like such a weird experience. One specific example is when we would go up to like order food or something, the person taking Jum's order, even before June started talking to them, like right when he walked up, like the cashier immediately like brightened up and smiled and like had such a meaningful like, oh well, welcome, like I was like, wow. And then when I order food, I go up to the what's it called, the Culvers. It was like a fast food place. I go up to the person and I start ordering my food, and the cashier was just not, like, she was just not paying attention to what I was saying, and she was fully having like a side conversation with her coworker. And I was like, you literally asked me what I want, and like as I'm responding to you, you're not even looking at me. Like I was like, and so I wanted to order a double cheeseburger, but I said what I said, and then she goes, oh, okay, so you want the single or the double? And I was like, okay, yeah, I want the double, and then. And then she was like, okay, so the single, you want the single? And then I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll have the single cheeseburger. Like, okay, yeah. Like, she was just not paying attention to me at all. And, like, this was just one of the many examples. Like, I just really felt, like, I don't belong here. Like, I feel like racism, in America specifically, it's very different where you are in the world, but like specifically in America, there's still some like really outwardly, but there's a lot of like microaggressions that people just kind of look past. Like I kind of felt like, I'm gonna be so honest, like I love, like Michigan was so fun. I love my friends. The beach is beautiful, everything, but like it was the vibe was like kind of like. I didn't really feel like that welcomed, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, obviously, like Kane made me feel very welcome at her place, but like everyone else was like kind of like, even when they were talking to Kane, if it was just me and Kane, and we were having a conversation with the stranger, they would only make eye contact with Kane. Like, they would not even look at me. I was like, guy, I'm here too. Like I felt like they had like no choice but to tolerate you there, but like they don't want you there. That's the kind of the vibe that I felt. And so it was a very interesting experience. Did not feel that in Chicago, but specifically in Michigan, I was like, oh, which, like, I'm 26, almost 27. Like, I've had my fair share of these type of experiences. It just haven't happened to me in such a long time that I was shook. And especially having Joof there as well. Like, it was I could like very easily compare myself, and I could so obviously see the difference in treatment that I was just like, oh, this is so interesting. Like, oh, there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember. I started like journaling. I was like, oh, I've never, it's been a while. But yeah, like I said, it was still a lot of fun, and my friends were very protective of me. Like, they took care of me. Like I said, I felt like I didn't have to do anything. I was just following. It did not ruin, but coming back to this is why I brought it up. When I saw all of these exhibitions and like learning about Emmett Till, and like there was also like a Latin exhibit. They were talking a lot about like Latinos and like all the things that happened in Chicago. And it kind of made me like, hi Ollie. It kind of made me I was like sad, because it felt like the same things that they were fighting for like 50 years ago, like it's still happening today. And it kind of makes me wonder, like, wow, have we really like progressed? Like, I feel like nothing has changed since then. And so I was getting kind of emotional. I know that was not the experience for everyone else in the group, because I know like Elena was like falling asleep, and I saw everyone was like hee hee ha haing, but I kind of just like, I I spent the whole time I was there, I was like trying not to cry the whole time. And so I kind of like was walking ahead of everyone, and I was like doing my own thing, and like Sparrow and Debbie followed me for a little bit, and I get fully lost track. I don't know where everyone else went, but I was just like, I was I was trying so hard not to cry. It was a really Oh God, it was a really memorable museum experience. That's all I'm trying to say. Um, but yeah, that was that. Very impactful for sure. Yes. Um, oh my God. Okay. Then we actually walked around the city a little bit, which I really enjoyed. Guys, I love Chicago so much. Got to see trains, so true. Um, I've seen pictures, but like seeing it in person was so freaking cool. The only thing is, this part, the freaking giant Trump Tower was in the way, and there was like giant letters, like Trump. It was so annoying. And so we every time we take picture, we had to like crop it. We had to like change the angle a little bit. But it was so pretty. Obviously Elena's the celebrity, and so like June was helping her take pictures, as you can see, and this Elena was taking pictures with both her professional camera and her phone, and so June handed me her camera, and they were like taking pictures with their phone, and I was just by myself, like, this is the picture I took. We went on a little boat tour, the architecture tour, which was really cool. This is me, Kane, Elena, June, and Debbie. This is the boat we went on. It was really nice. It was like the last one of the night, and it was starting to like the sun was starting to set a little bit, and so we got to see the daytime Chicago, but also like a little bit nighttime Chicago. Really pretty. We took some pictures. That's me and June and Elena. Um, oh, this look. This is Kane, and Debbie was sitting next to Kane. um, but look, nighttime. Look how pretty the train. See, I don't know why we didn't. I wish we went on this train. Why did the train have to be underground? Because if the train wasn't underground, I would not have fallen down the stairs. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. But it was so pretty. It makes me want to go back. We took a final selfie. I was sweating so bad. I was ugly, but like whatever. We were cute. We went on that. Okay, well, maybe we should have gone somewhere else. You would have fallen up the stairs. Please. No, I mean, I'm gonna get to San Francisco, but I also had to take a lot of stairs because a lot of the train was also underground, and I was like, "Oh God, Joof is not here to protect me this time." Here's us walking back to our hotel. I love all the candid pictures. We saw some gay buildings, slay gay. This is the morning that we went. This is Corson. We got breakfast with Corson. This is the morning that I was like hurting so bad that I told you guys about. Like I was like trailing behind everyone because every step I took, I was hurting so bad from this internal bruise or whatever. But I didn't want to be a party pooper. I didn't want to be that person. But I was just like, ow. It was so bad. Did you get to see Corson perform? No, I did not. But she is performing at the summer concert next Saturday. We could no. Everything's fine. Listen, just cause my bruise on my thigh takes up half of my upper thigh, does not mean that we needed to Uber, okay? Anyways, Chicago was so nice. We were only there for like 2.5 days. I definitely want to go back someday, and there are more things I want to see. And W. June for driving us road trip all the way from Michigan to Chicago and back. It was so sad, like saying goodbye. Yeah, but I wasn't the only one on vacation, June. Like there were so many other. I didn't want to be, I didn't want to hold us back. But it was really nice. It was so sad when June left and stuff. Yeah, Benny. Oh my God, I was showing off all the stuff I got from your store, and I was telling everyone about the code. It's itsbrianso for 0% off. Anyways, it was really fun, and it's kind of sad that we all live so far away from each other. I wish we could do this every weekend, but I definitely did. Oh, Debbie. It was so sad. Okay, so basically, we were trying to plan. Everyone was so kind because everyone was like trying to plan this little trip around me because I had an Ariana Grande concert to go to, right? I went 2 days ago. And so I was like, okay, can we kind of like do this whole like Michigan, Chicago thing like right before? That way I don't have to cross the border multiple times. I can just do a whole like US trip in one go, you know? And so everyone was so kind, like took time off of their work just to like meet up with me and stuff. However, I guess I have like the worst timing ever because that weekend that we were there in Chicago, it was like the busiest weekend ever. I looked it up on Twitter actually. That weekend that we were there, it was Pokemon Go Fest weekend, which we didn't even know. We weren't even planning on going to that. We walked past it a few times, but there were so many people there. Not only that, FIFA World Cup thing was happening. There was like a USA versus Germany game. There was a Cubs versus Giants game, which I don't even know what sport that is. What is that? Basketball? Baseball? I don't freaking know. There was a Greek festival. There was a Rib Fest, whatever that is. There was an art fair. There were so many events all in that weekend. And so like the city was so packed. We were walking along the river. We saw like 5 different weddings. Like they were taking pictures and stuff. Like, it was so many people. Even Debbie, a local, was like, "There's never this crowded." It was really cool to see all the like Pokemon people walking around. But it was just so crowded. But it was still really fun and the weather was nice, except that one morning when we were at the zoo. That's every weekend there. I just need everyone to stop going to the same places I'm going to try to get a meet and greet, okay? Because it's all about me. No, it was really fun still, despite the crowds. I do want to go back, hopefully, like maybe at the beginning of like fall or something, because that way it's like a little chillier, it's cooler, and then we can, see some new things. Not this year, maybe next year. We'll see. We do everything all the time in the summer. Yeah, I get that. I'm just glad it wasn't hotter than it was because otherwise I would not have survived. But yes, I was actually supposed to go straight from Chicago to San Francisco, which is where the Ariana Grande concert happened. However, it didn't really work out with accommodation and stuff. And so I made Kane let me stay with her for a few more days. So we drove back to Michigan together. Look, this is Draco welcoming us back. Actually, thanks to Kane, I saved $1,500 in hotel fees in San Francisco. So W. Kane, thank you, Kane, for saving $1,500. So Brian no. I was snuggling with Draco. I saw deer in Kane's backyard. I was like, oh my god, Bambi. We went to more thrift stores. Look, I found this poster. Nugs, not drugs. I did not buy this. I did buy a bunch of other stuff though. Is there more stuff from the... Oh, and then, guys, Kane surprised me. Kane and Beeb and Elena surprised me with a junk journal, which I was like, oh my god, hi May. Beeb was the mastermind. You mentioned it before, but I didn't want to bring it up because I was like, I don't want her to feel like, if she didn't get me, whatever. I didn't want her to feel pressured. And I was like collecting a bunch of junk journal things throughout the trip, just in case I wanted to start one. But then I almost threw it away, by the way. Hi, Gabby. I almost threw away all my shit because I was packing my suitcase and I didn't have space. And I almost threw everything away, but I'm glad I didn't. Isa, thank you for the gift sub to May. I appreciate you. And you know what? They actually started it for me because they know my ass was not gonna do it if I didn't, if it wasn't already. If I didn't have any sample pages, there was no way I was gonna be able to. But look, Beeb made this. It's like Brian's junk journal. Look how cute. And then at the first, there's like a little movie log. I could write down all the movies that I saw, my rating, and the date that I saw it. And then she also had like a milestones thing, and it's like May 19th, Twitch partner program. So cute. And then I was like, I gave you this sticker. Thank you for gifting it back, I guess. But it was so cute. Let me make sure there's no like doxy things. There's none. Okay. But like, look how cute this is. B was so nice. He wrote me a nice little letter, some pictures from our trip from like last year. Look at this. It's interactive. It's so cute. All the stickers, the washi tape, which I was like, oh no, I don't have any of these things. I need to like get some color markers and like a washi tape. And see, that's why I'm like, I want to buy washi tape now from Yepany store, because I didn't think to buy that because I didn't think I needed washi tape, but now I need washi tape. I did buy this washi tape from San Francisco. Look, I think June will appreciate this. It's a bunch of plants. It's a bunch of succulents. I was like, wait, I can use this for like the Chicago/Michigan portion. So I have that. And then, so Beeb made me this. And then Kane made me this page. It's so cute. I don't know when she did this. She already printed a picture of us three. You guys saw this from earlier. Look how cute. This is all of us. This is the selfie. And then I'm like, what is this? I open it up, and Elena wrote me this letter, which apparently she handed to Kane right in front of me one night, but I just did not see. Listen, I mind my own business, okay? If it doesn't involve me, I'm not gonna be nosy. Like, I'm nosy to an extent, you know? Like, apparently she handed her this right in front of me, but I did not even see. But it was so nice. Everyone's so cute. And now I can start my junk journal. I was busy. Okay, Josh. All right. Beeb also. Wait, really? When? When did she give you the book? It was short. Oh, see, I didn't even talk about that because it wasn't as we stopped at like a boba place. I did not even. I was. Okay, see, I was already in pain at that point, so I wasn't really paying attention to anybody else. But it's so cute. I have so many things that I could use in my junk journal. Kane was so nice. Once we got back, she gave me a whole bag. Look, a bunch of like stickers and like little cards that I can cut out of and like put on in my thing. She even gave me a whole thing of tape because she knows my ass doesn't have tape. Like, who has tape? And I got this cute little pen. A little panda pen. The craft store, truly. And then, guys, Kane was like, oh my god, I was gonna give you this like forever ago. And now we finally meet up and I can give you this. She got me, she has High School Musical pencils and erasers. Look at that. I was like, I don't know how you got this, but it's so freaking cool. You can't. I don't know if you could tell, but it's like High School Musical, legit from my childhood. Oh my god, I love this so much. I don't even have a pencil sharpener, but like I'm not gonna use this. This is I have to treasure this forever. But yeah, everyone was so nice. They knew that I did not have any crafting supplies. And like she had like a whole book and I flipped through and I was like, ooh, I gotta find like cute little, we found this I could use. And then there was also like a cute little penguin. I was like, ooh, I could use this to talk about the hotel because we stayed at a fancy hotel because everything was sold out and really expensive. And the hotel we ended up staying at in Chicago ended up being cheaper than an Airbnb, and so we stayed there. Oh, look, she gave me this with like a bunch of letters in it that I could use. It was so nice. What team? Wildcats! It was perfect. What else? Oh, and then we also printed out a bunch of pictures from the trip. So cute. I have one with Kane and one with June, and then my favorite picture from the trip. Everything is perfect. That's what okay, I don't know if people are gonna be interested, but like, would you guys be down for like a little junk journal crafting stream someday? Probably like maybe even Sunday because I don't know I don't feel like playing any games right now. But maybe we could do like a fun little thing next stream where I like actually, except I don't have any fun pens. I might have to invest in some fun pens, and I also only have this washi tape. um. I need to catch up. Okay, you know what? We'll have a little crafting stream on Sunday. That'll be fun. To the pen store. Yeah. Guys, I'm almost done with my presentation and we have 20 minutes left. We can get through this. My trip is not even over yet. Believe it or not. We got, what is this? Detroit style pizza. It was so good. The first time I had Detroit pizza was from freaking Little Caesars. And so Kane and Tav took me to an actual like Detroit pizza place, and it was so good, so much better than Little Caesars. We also went to this little like lantern festival thing. It was really cute. We did go during the day, so like we couldn't see all the lights and stuff. But again, I was glad because if it was nighttime, I would have been eaten by bugs. And so we took some cute pictures, and then it was time to fly to San Francisco. We did have to go to bed early because my flight, oh my God. So I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to go on a plane to Chicago and then transfer at Chicago to San Francisco. And then that night was my Ariana Grande concert. I only stayed in San Francisco for one night because, guys, San Francisco is so freaking expensive. Okay, literally one night hotel room, like I stayed outside of the city because if I were to stay in the city, it was like $700, $1,000 per night. Good night, June. I appreciate you. You know what? I'll tell you later. But yeah, I had to go to bed so early, but I couldn't because freaking Elena was live, and I felt like I was missing out. I was getting FOMO, and so I was like yapping in there. And I finally woke up at like 5. I woke up on time. The problem is, like I said, that concert was that night, right? And so it was such a long day for me. I basically woke up at 2 a.m. Pacific time, and then I stayed up for like, what is that? Almost 24 hours. Like 22 hours. I don't think I fell asleep after the concert until like midnight. So it was such a long day, 22 hours. But hey, it was so much fun, and it was worth it. This is on our way to San Francisco. I was like, what is this? Why is it pink? This was like, we were about to land, and I was like, what? There's so many color. I looked it up. Apparently, these are like salt. This is like salt something something. I don't know. Like, maybe that's how like pink's out. I don't know. Something to do with salt. I was like, okay, this never seen this before. I was also recovering. I'm still recovering. I'm still hurting. Last 5 years. Guys, I was trying to I got to San Francisco finally, and I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna take the train. I actually picked a really good hotel because even though my hotel was like outside of the city, I was across the street from the train station, and the train station was a direct line to the airport, and the other way was to the arena where the concert was. And so it was like the perfect spot, and also the train got me to downtown San Francisco, and so perfect location. And it was only $12 from the airport to my hotel, but taking the train. But out of curiosity, I was like, what if I take an Uber? How much is it gonna? $84. I was like, we're taking the train. We are taking the train. I was like, absolutely not. Guys, San Francisco is so expensive. And you know what? The train, it was nice. It wasn't like the nicest train I've been on, but it was nice. And fortunately for me, there wasn't too many people. I actually stayed in Oakland, which is where the concert was. This is in front of the hotel. They had like a cute little mural. And this is my hotel room. I got a fancy room for some reason. It was like a corner. And that's where I met up with Gabe. He's gonna hate me for showing this picture, but it is the only picture that I have of our night. So before the concert, we decided to get dinner first. And he was like, "What do you want to eat?" And I was like, it's San Francisco. I want to eat Chinese food, you know? And also, I haven't had Chinese food in forever. And so we went to get hot pot, which kind of bad idea because it was kind of hot outside, but it was still fun. This is, he's going to hate me for showing this picture. But we got hot pot, and then we finally got to the concert. Gabe was like, "We need to buy water because I am going to lose my voice if I don't." And I was like, "You know what? That's a good idea." They did not allow you to bring water to the arena, and so you had to buy water at the arena. Guys, I was like, "I got it. I'll buy us waters." 2 bottles of water. I am not even kidding you. USD, $20. $20 for these 2 bottles of water. Oh my god. Yeah, Gabe was wearing those gloves. It's like the Ariana Grande. She had like an album cover. $20 for 2 bottles of water. Oh, even Disneyland is cheaper than this, okay? But we got to our seats. This is where we were sitting. We were kind of like off to the side a little bit, but it was still, but we could still see the side of the stage. And when she was walking out here, we could see her. These tickets, we got so lucky. I'm not gonna go on a rant about it because we don't have time. Maybe I'll talk about it on Sunday. But we were able to secure these tickets for less than $200 per person. Which is a steal if you ask me, for Ariana freaking Grande. And you can't tell from this picture, but we were really close to the stage. This is not a stadium, this is an arena. It was less than $200. We took a selfie. I wore my brighter days. Okay, and this is where I spent 100 Canadian. No, I did not win the sweepstakes. We actually got it from Ticketmaster. Not me. I did not win the Ticketmaster war. Elena's mom actually got the tickets. So you guys know, I was talking about how like I've been thrifting, right, with Kane, and I got a bunch of good shit for like less than $50. It felt like. I don't actually know how much I spent, but they had a merch store, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy merch. It's so freaking expensive, right? And also there was this giant line, and then while we were sitting in our seats, the screen was like, "You want to skip the line? You can purchase it online and have it shipped to you. And so you don't have to wait in line." And I was like, that's a great idea. Because also my suitcase was so full, I could not fit anything else in there. I had no room. But if I can ship it, why not? And so I was looking and I found a black t-shirt. But this black t-shirt in the back had all the tour dates. And I was like, this is basically Ariana Grande's last tour. Like she basically like told everyone that she's not gonna tour again. And like, it's for the memories, like it's my last time seeing Ariana Grande. And also I don't really go to concerts. My first ever concert I ever went to was Ariana Grande, and so it was like a kind of a full circle moment. And I was like, you know what, for the memories. Technically the shirt was like $60, and then with the shipping and everything it was like $100, but like it was for the memories. So I did buy it. It's not here yet, but I got a new black shirt with the tour dates in the back. This is me right after I spent the money. I was like, oh, I just spent $100. But you know what? It was all worth it because the concert was a blast. Look, we were so close to them, and they had the screen. This guy right here was so freaking tall, so annoying. His head was like blocking half the time. But look, this is just from my phone. Just zoomed in. There's Ariana Grande. Look at him. Oh, you can't. His head was blocking the friggin' stage. Why is he so tall? It's fine. Like when she was here, we could see it, but like. Look, that's her. She sang all the songs that we know. I only didn't know two songs. I knew every other song, which never happens to me. And so I was having a blast. Gabe was also having a blast. He was screaming. He definitely lost his voice. Oh my God. Okay, someone remind me on Sunday to talk about the Uber ride to the arena, because we ended up taking an Uber. Gabe paid for it. Because there was drama during this Uber ride, but we were out of time, so you guys will have to remind me on Sunday. But the concert was really cool. She was like doing her thing, and then she started flying at the very end. Spoilers, I guess. What do you have against tall people? I'm just jealous, okay? She was flying, and it was fun. Draco, oh, hi Draco. Okay, the next day, my flight was at like 4 p.m., which meant I had to be at the airport like, what, 2:30? And it takes me an hour to take the train to the airport, so I had until 1, and I need to get lunch, so I had until noon. And I was like, you know what, I fit so much in the 2 days in Chicago. I can do it for San Francisco, because at first I was really sad that I was gonna miss out on San Francisco because I was only staying there for less than a day. But I was like, you know what, I can pull in Elena, I can plan a bunch of shit that I want to see. And also, I was on East Coast time. My body was on East Coast time, so it was 7 a.m. Pacific, but it was 10 a.m. Eastern, and I was wide awake. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the most out of this day. And so I checked out so freaking early. I left my bags at the hotel. I went exploring, and this is the only complete vlog I have of my entire trip. You're gonna see it on Patreon if you're subscribed. You can see it in like 2-3 weeks, but it's the only vlog I have, because also I was alone, and so I didn't feel like I was intruding on anybody's like space, you know? And so I was just yapping away. I went to the pier where all the like sea lions were. At first I thought they were walruses, but then I found out they were sea lions. It was really funny. They were all like screaming and stuff. It was also kind of smelly, but stop show. Oh, this is Debbie right here. I saw the Golden Gate Bridge. It was really sunny. The bridge. And I also went to a bunch of other places. It was really cool. I did it all in like 2-3 hours. And then I actually, because it was so freaking expensive, instead of taking Uber, I decided to take a train and also walk everywhere. And so I fully walked like an hour and a half just to go from one place to another. But hey, I was so used to it in Chicago. I was just like, you know what? I can do it again. And you know what? I did it, period. On my way back, I was like, how much would it cost if I didn't walk and I took an Uber? $92, $85 to go back to my hotel. I was like, you know what? Absolutely not. And so instead, my genius ass, I took an Uber to the closest train station, and then I just took the train back, which was like $3. And so the Uber I took ended up being like $36, which is like not bad, but still kind of expensive. That's more than it takes for me to Uber from my house to the airport here, you know? Absolutely wild. But hey, I will say San Francisco was fun, but I did not like it more than Chicago. I liked Chicago way more than I liked San Francisco. I don't think I would go back to San Francisco unless I like have to go. There's not many instances where I have to go to Chicago. Or not Chicago, San Francisco. But I would go back to Chicago in a heartbeat. But yeah, that was my trip. Do you guys like my presentation? I got back last night. I'm still hurting and sore from my fall, but I had so much fun. I met so many friends that I've seen online that I haven't met before. I went to so many new places. And now I will happily stay home and do nothing for the next 3 months. I thought about touching grass today, but then, oh wait, I didn't show you guys at the concert. To answer your question, May, Hampstead, I was looking forward to that song. She sang it. It was amazing. Gabe started bawling and actually crying during that song. And then after the song, the people behind us were like, we have something for you. The person behind us gave us what is it called? Not charm bracelet. Gave us friendship bracelets. It's so cute. I was not expecting that at all. They gave Gabe one that says Hampstead on it, and mine it says WCBF. We can't be friends. But then when they gave it to me, they're like, no, it says we can't be friends, but I'm changing it. We can be friends. I was like, oh my god. They gave me a little friendship bracelet. And then, not only that, they also gave me a little bookmark that they made themselves. But it's like the Ariana Bear. It says, we can't be friends, eternal sunshine. It's so cute. I did not expect this at all. I was like, oh my god, thank you. That's so nice. So it's really, really special. I'm going to keep this forever. I can put this in my junk journal. And then also, the show that we were at, it was Ariana Grande's mom's birthday. And so toward the end of the show, Ariana's like, okay, can we all, it's today's a special day. It's my mom's birthday. And so we all sang happy birthday to her mom. It was so cute. And then they showed her on the screen and she was like really emotional and like happy. And it was such a cute, it was such a cute concert experience. It also went by so fast. And which I'm really sad about. It was only an hour and a half long, I think, the concert. Which is pretty standard for a concert, I feel like. But I think I was so used to everyone talking about the Eras tour that's like 3.5 hours long that I was like, it's over already. I need more. I want more. But yeah, super fun trip. So many memories. Gabe, I didn't get to go to the Nintendo store, but so Gabe FaceTimed me and was like, you want me to buy something for you? I was like, yes. And so from the Nintendo store in San Francisco, I got this Animal Crossing beach towel, which is really cool. I haven't opened it yet, but it looks really cute. And then I also got a lunchbox. Why? I don't know. When have I ever needed a lunchbox? Never. But look, it's so cute. And it even has like a little like container thing right here. Whimsy. It's so cute. And then also, Gabe got me a little blind box. It's like a little keychain thing. Like I'm assuming it's like a little charm. And I thought, since we have 4 minutes left of today's stream, should we open this blind box that Gabe got me? There's Fire Mario, Boots Mario, Metal Mario, Boo Mario, Penguin Mario, and Cat Mario. Oh my god, wait, which one? Which one do I want? I really want Penguin Mario, because I love penguins. Honestly, all of these are so cute. The only one that's not cute is the boot. I don't want the boot. Little picnics. Wait, what do you mean? I think I do have one. P-Raid. Is that the right one? This was the same one from last year. I'm assuming it's the same. But if that works, we can do that one. Okay, perfect. Oh my god, should we see? Mario the House Down Boots. Girl. What is it? Is it cute? Someone tell me. Oh my god! It's the metal one! I like this. It's cute. A man! What's a man doing here? No, this is cute. Oh my god, wait, this is so big. This is much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Cute. I'll treasure this forever. Thank you, Gabe. I got so spoiled during this trip, you guys. Everyone was like gifting me stuff. I felt important. I was like, am I a celebrity? I got the Pikachu for free. I was like, this was like $20, you guys. I was like, I'm not buying that. $20. I just have sugar mamas, I guess. No, it was overall super fun trip. I'm sure I'm like forgetting something. We'll definitely yap more on Sunday when we do our little crafting junk journal stream. Wait, guys, I'm actually really excited. Do you guys actually want to see that? Because I am so down. That sounds really fun. But yeah, we'll do that on Sunday. You're not about to end. I am about to end, Cal, because we're part of the Twitch Pride Guild raid train, and our slot is coming to an end. No, I'll definitely do it on stream because I don't feel like playing any games. I'm still in like my post-vacation mode. Oh, I didn't even show this. Did I? I don't remember. I saw this on my Instagram. I was like, how did they know? I am heartbroken to announce that I am no longer on vacation. Please respect my privacy as I try to navigate this difficult phase of my life. I was like, oh, so real. But yeah, fun time. I will have more things to hee hee ha ha with you guys on Sunday. But thank you for hanging out with me tonight. That was so fun. Just a reminder, in case you missed it, next Saturday, literally 7 days from now, 8 days from now, we are doing a summer concert featuring 25 streamers, including myself. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna have singing, we're gonna have dancing, we're gonna have hee hee ha ha's, we're gonna have so many cool people are in it, and they also got some new friends as well. Hi Jay, thank you for being here. I'm glad you had a great trip without me. Okay, Cal, here's the thing, right? Thank you for the stress. Oh. It was kind of like an impulsive thing, the trip, and also because we only had a really limited amount of Pokemon tickets that Beeb got. Literally the only people that traveled, well, I guess like technically Kane and June are like neighbors, but like the only people that traveled to there is me and Elena. And yeah, the hotels were absolutely insane. Okay, let's go say hi to our next raid. Hold on, I have their thing right here. His name is Phoenix, and he uses he/any pronouns. He's part of the Indigenous Alliance group, which is so freaking cool. And also, he does a bunch of games as well. Some cozy games, some pew-pew games. Everyone copy that raid message. It doesn't matter if you're subbed or not. We can all use that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it so much. You guys know, every time I come back from not streaming for 2 weeks, it's like kind of scary, but thank you for being here. Happy Pride. Please take good care of yourself, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, 2 days from now, for our crafting stream. Have a good night, dork. Hey, dorks. All right, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Goodbye, everyone. Get some good sleeps if you're going to bed. See you on Sunday.
Hey, this was really fun. I hope you like the stream. Seems like we've just begun. It's been a freaking dream. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. Check out all my socials. Discord, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. We'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.